Hello and welcome to another writing workshop. And today we're going to be looking at this slightly spooky picture and this Walt, complete slow writing using detailed description. So this is something that we haven't done yet, so I'll tell you what slow writing is. Slow writing is when you take your time with your writing. It's a really simple idea. But all you have to do is follow exactly what each sentence tells you to do. So, for example, the first one here says, use an ing opener and a powerful adjective. The second sentence says, use a fronted adverbial to start this sentence and include a powerful adjective. So, in order to get the first sentence right, everything has to be complete. So I must have an ing opener and I must have a powerful adjective. The rest of the sentence will be fine. So first what I'll do, and we'll learn about this as we go, but first what I'll do is I'll gather some vocabulary. Right, so what can I see here? Smell, taste, and touch on this picture. I can see bare branches. I can see fluttering bats, cawing crows. So that's a type of bird there, is the bats. I can see the moon. How to describe the moon? It's looking big and fat, so I'm going to call it the bulbous moon. I might even include a little simile in there, sort of like a light bulb. I think this is rain. So that's how we describe the rain. I'm going to say this is heavy rain. So heavy raindrops. And what's these? These look a bit like cobwebs. I think they're leaves, but they look a bit like cobwebs. So again, I'll put another simile in there. I'll say leaves hanging like cobwebs. The colours I can see are white, grey, black. What could I hear? The cawing of the crows, I've got that. Might be able to hear the pattering of the rain. When rain makes that sort of pitter-patter sound. I'll leave it at that. I can come back to it later if I can. So, it's a nice picture, lots of ideas we can get from it. And now we'll go down to have a look at our first idea here. So, sentence 1 says, use an ing opener and a powerful adjective. So my first sentence has to begin with a word that ends in ing. Right, so ing words. Walking, going, swimming, running, creeping. Creeping might go well because it's quite a spooky setting. So I'm going to say that I'm creeping. So creeping through, where am I? I'm going to imagine this is like forest really, isn't it? So creeping through the dark forest, I saw the bulbous moon hanging above me like a lantern. That's quite a good first sentence, Mr. Downs. Well done. So I've got my ing opener, just like it says here. So I'll highlight it so that you guys can see. So ing opener, a powerful adjective. Let's check. Right. Dark is an adjective, but I don't think it's powerful enough. Bulbous is an adjective. So moon is your noun. Bulbous is the adjective to describe it, and that is quite powerful. It's not an adjective that you hear every day, is it? It's, it's an impressive one. So I've done that, I've completed it. And you know what, I've even gone even better. So creeping through the dark forest, I saw the bulbous moon hanging above me like a lantern. So I've got some extra credit there, like a lantern. So that's sentence 1 done. Only 4 more to go. Use a fronted adverbial to start this sentence and include a powerful adjective. Right, now, fronted adverbials are adverbial phrases that go at the front of a sentence. Now, there are actually some other lessons on my website that teach you about fronted adverbials, but for now, I have a list to help us out. So, let's have a look. Which of these might I choose? One for time, location, or feelings. Ooh. Now, if I'm in a dark wood at night or a dark forest at night, I'm probably going to be feeling a little bit anxious. So I'm going to choose anxiously. So sentence 2. Anxiously. I'll make sure I put my comma after a fronted adverbial. Anxiously, I kept walking. What else do I need to do in this sentence? I've used a fronted adverbial. Now I also need to include a powerful adjective. So another one, so lots of description in this, yeah? Anxiously, I kept walking under the... Now what am I walking on? I'll go back to my vocabulary. Ooh, bare branches, fluttering bats, cawing crows. So there we go. I kept walking under the... Ooh, maybe the bare branches and heavy raindrops. I kept walking under the bare, beckoning branches. Just had an idea there. The bare, beckoning branches and the heavy raindrops. Now, I like this because the bare is a pretty good adjective. Beckoning is an adjective. It just means that, you know, when you curl your finger and you're asking someone to come here, that's beckoning. So bare, beckoning branches. And what is it when there's more than one sound repeated after each other? That's right, it's alliteration. So we've got alliteration here. Bare, beckoning branches and the heavy raindrops. All right, not bad. So I'm going to my third sentence. I must use a subordinate clause in this sentence. Okay, right. So I have taught this to you guys before, but just so that you know, a subordinate clause is a sentence or part of a sentence that doesn't make sense by itself. So you wouldn't go up to someone on the street and say... So as I said, subordinate clauses don't make sense by themselves. An example might be, you might just say to someone, even though there was cake. Doesn't make sense. While she slept. Doesn't make sense by itself. You wouldn't go up to someone and just say, where she grew up. So what you notice about subordinate clauses is they start with subordinate conjunctions, like while, because, until, even though. So we'll have a look at these ones. So I can start my sentence any way that I like, but then I'm going to try and include a subordinate conjunction to add in a subordinate clause after my sentence. So I'll rewrite it, and then we'll keep coming and we'll see how we go. So, creeping through the dark forest, I saw the bulbous moon hanging above me like a lantern. Anxiously, I kept walking under the bare, beckoning branches and the heavy raindrops. So, let's see. I crept further still until... So I've used my subordinating conjunction to start my subordinate clause. So until I saw a black crow perched on a fence. So if I, again, like I said, I've got my subordinate clause here. It would not make sense if it was just by itself. All right. I will do another lesson all about subordinate clauses so that we know a little bit more detail. Okay, so I've done 3 sentences, 2 to go. Next one says use exactly 5 words, no more, no less. Now I love these sentences because it means I can really have a little bit of a play. Okay, so exactly 5 words, that's all. Right, so I think I'll describe the black crow. I knew it was evil. That's 5 words. It's not bad, but I'm going to try a little bit something else. I knew it was evil. 5 words. We'll try another one. So let's think. It seemed to know its. That's going to be too many, isn't it? So it seemed to know its. Let's try. So let's talk about its wings. Its wings were soaking with rain. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's too many. But if I make it, its wings were soaking wet, that's 5. Its wings were soaking wet. Good. So I've done exactly 5 words. Exactly 5 words. I'm just going to highlight this until so that you know that's where my subordinate clause started. And I'll move on. So have fun with this one because you can see how many different effects you can make from different types of sentences you can write with 5 words. The last one, use an ED opener and a powerful adjective. So an ED opener is what I sometimes call an emotion opener. So words that show your emotion. So I'm going to go to my bank of ED emotion words. Here we go. Amazed, excited, exhausted. So how am I going to be feeling seeing this sort of soaking wet crow or raven? Well, how is it going to feel? It might feel surprised and then fly off. It might be frightened and then fly off. I will be exhausted. I imagine we're walking through this forest. Puzzled, terrified, tired. I think I'm going to go with the frightened. I would say that frightened, the crow flew away. So its wings were soaking wet. So frightened, the crow flew away into the night. Right, so I've got my ED opener. What else do I need? I need a powerful adjective. Don't have one there, so I'm going to describe either the crow or the night, maybe even both. The crow flew away into the night. How would you describe the night? The starry night could be. Could be the pitch black night. It could be the I don't know actually. I have a bit of a writer's block there. So I'll choose between these two. So I'm going to go with pitch black because it sort of fits the spookiness of the rest of the tale. So pitch black night. And you know what? I'm going to describe the crow as well. Frightened. I think I'll describe its size. So large, maybe. Gigantic. That makes it sound like it's too big. Large. I think I'll just stick with large. Large is fine. It's not a powerful adjective, but it is an adjective. So pitch black will be my powerful adjective. Now all I need to do is read back through. Creeping through the dark forest, I saw the bulbous moon hanging above me like a lantern. Anxiously, I kept walking under the bare, beckoning branches and the heavy raindrops. I crept further still until I saw a black crow perched on a fence. Its wings were soaking wet. Frightened, the large crow flew away into the pitch-black night. Not bad, not bad. There's some other things I could have used here, like pattering of rain, leaves hanging like cobwebs, and I would use those next time. Okay, enjoy, have a go at yourself.